So this is me at 224 pounds, where everybody was very supportive of my weight loss journey. I was just getting started. Everybody was very happy about my pursuit of health. I was obese and definitely needed to get healthier. And so my friends and coworkers and clients were all very, very supportive, excited for me, just genuinely happy that I have made the decision to lose that weight. This is me when I had lost about 60 pounds. And this is where all of a sudden, those same people started making comments like, okay, that's enough. Don't take this too far. You're perfect now. That's enough. And all of these comments that I knew weren't true because I went on to lose another 46 pounds. So clearly I wasn't done yet. I was still overweight. I still wanted to lose more, and I just was not done with my health and fitness journey. And all of a sudden, there was a lot of comments being thrown around about how that was good, I needed to stop. This is me now at 138 pounds, and none of those people talk to me anymore. None of those friends talk to me anymore. None of those coworkers. So what the hell? What the hell happened? Because for a long time, I thought that I was kind of the only one who had gone on any kind of a weight or health journey and had this mix of support followed by unsupportive friends. But a few months ago, I uploaded my weight loss journey story, and I just kind of briefly mentioned that that happened. And that was by far the thing that got the most attention in that video. So many of you DM'd me or left comments about that part specifically, that you too have encountered a situation where in the beginning, everyone's all for your weight loss journey, all for you wanting to become a healthier version of yourself until you actually start doing it. And then all of a sudden, people start telling you things like you're taking it too far, or that's enough, or don't lose yourself in the process, or whatever. But it's like they kind of try to stop you from making any more progress, even though you know there is still more progress to be made. So why? Why does this happen? I'm going to give you, in my opinion, what reasoning there is, what I think is the reason for why people do this to those who go on a weight loss journey. And then also some advice so that way if you do encounter this, or maybe you have encountered it before and then it kind of derailed you from your progress and now you are getting back on track, how do you not let those comments stop you? Before I get into it, if you are new here, hi, my name is Zoe. I make videos on both health and fitness and luxury lifestyle because those are my two passions. And if you didn't know, I lost over 100 pounds years ago. I've kept it off for many years. And this is a video dedicated to a small thing that I mentioned in a previous video because of the overwhelming comments and DMs I got about this topic specifically. And I realized I was not the only one who had to deal with this. So let's get into it. How come I was so unhealthy and had so much support, and as soon as I started to get healthy, the same people that supported me took back everything they said and started saying unsupportive things? Well, in my situation, I was the biggest person in my social circle. There were other people who were also overweight. Most of them were, in fact, overweight, but I by far was the biggest. So when I decided to lose some weight, everybody was like, yeah, good for you. And I started making progress. I finally found what worked for me. Everybody was like, woo, every time I, announced I lost another pound or two, until I got to that 60-pound mark where I had lost 60 pounds. And then all of a sudden it was like, wow, you look great. Don't take it too far or you're going to be all skin and bones. You're going to be too skinny. This is enough. You're starting to lose yourself. You don't even look the same anymore, which, by the way, is the point. But all these comments that I just didn't feel were true. I did not think I was taking it too far. I did still have weight to lose. So how come all of a sudden there is a change in support from these people. I genuinely think that, and I get this both from my story and some of your guys' stories, those of you who have DM'd me just kind of sharing a similar situation that you were in. When I lost those 60 pounds, I got to be about the same size as those that were in my circle. Like I had caught up to them. And now I was going to surpass them as far as my physique goes. And I genuinely think it made them uncomfortable. And I think just hearing your guys' stories, that is the same thing. It's like you kind of get to where those people are. And once you start to surpass them, it makes them take a look at themselves and go, oh my goodness, I've been saying I'm going to lose weight for all these years and I've never actually done it. But now she's doing it. And in fact, she's surpassing me. So now that forces me to look at what I need to do. So do I really want to actually make a change? Or is it better to just stop her from going any further? And there is a deep rooted insecurity that makes people all of a sudden shift on you like that to, one, make themselves feel better, and two, stop you from going any further so that way they don't have to then address their own issues or their own insecurities. Now, I mentioned the weight that I'm at now. Those same friends and colleagues and even clients at the time no longer talk to me. I got to a point where I didn't listen to them, thank goodness. And I kept doing what I was doing. I liked the way that I was feeling. I liked all of the health improvements. I was sleeping better. I was looking better, which means my confidence went through the roof. I was just feeling better doing daily activities like walking upstairs or going for a walk with my daughter. And I knew I wanted to keep going. So then I got to about the 130-ish pound realm, which is where I kind of hang out now. My weight fluctuates anywhere from like 135 up to 140. And yeah, everybody stopped talking to me. Everybody from that circle stopped talking to me, which is fine because those aren't the kind of friends you want to have anyway. And I made new friends in the gym. I made new friends from other social situations. And I also made new friends just from talking to people who had gone on a weight loss journey themselves and they understand what I'm going through. And I genuinely think the reason that those people stopped talking to me, they say is because I went too far and was a bad influence. Clearly, that's not the case. I am by no means underweight and I am not any kind of anorexic or bulimic. I have a good relationship with food and I have a good relationship with exercise. I am simply a fit person. I am someone who is not overweight anymore. And as brutal as it may sound, I think genuinely they're uncomfortable with it because now I have surpassed them and they were used to me always being the fat friend and they looked good in comparison to me. And now that I have lost all of this weight and have a healthy lifestyle, I started getting more attention. They got less attention. And that rubs people the wrong way sometimes. Not everybody is going to be genuinely happy for you. In fact, it's kind of rare for that to happen. The majority of people tend to let their own insecurities bubble up and they take it out on you. Very few people are genuinely happy for you when you surpass them in any kind of success, whether it's business or relationships or health and fitness. Then I took it even a step further and competed in a bodybuilding competition. Some of you remember me mentioning I was in a bikini competition. For that, I really, really, really leaned out and got all the way down to 118 pounds just for the stage. That I agree is too lean. That's too skinny to maintain. But I did it for the stage and then got back up to my normal weight of about 138 pounds. So if you are experiencing something like this, or you have experienced something like this in the past where everybody's really supportive and is like, oh yeah, great idea, until you actually start doing it and start making progress. And then all of a sudden their support changes and the things that they say to you change and they're no longer helpful things to hear. Just know that it is nothing that you are doing wrong. It is simply their own insecurities bubbling up and they are taking it out on you. So how do you not let that affect your future progress? Or if it has affected your future progress before, how do you start again and not let it affect you this time? I had so many of you, even just in the comments under that video, which I will have linked below, my full weight loss video. I'll leave it in the description, but so many of you said you were well on your way. You had lost, 25, 30, 40 pounds, and then all of a sudden the support stopped. And then what you got after that was the opposite of support. And it really does discourage you from reaching your goals when everybody around you or your immediate circle, when the majority of them are telling you to stop. Sometimes it's hard to keep going. So here is what I would recommend, whether you are just now dealing with this for the first time or whether you have dealt with it before and you want to get back on track. Number one, just simply knowing that it is not you, it is their own insecurities helps. Give yourself that peace of mind that you are doing what's best for you. You are doing the healthiest thing for your body, and you keep going. Because that's another thing, is I did a kind of Mediterranean keto blend to help me lose my weight. And on top of, oh, you're taking this too far, everybody was starting to nitpick at the method I was using as if they were some kind of doctor or nutritionist or any kind of an expert, which clearly they were not. Otherwise, they would also be in better health, which they were not. So if you are doing keto, if you are doing the Mediterranean diet, if you are just exercising more, if you're doing carnivore, if you're doing vegan, whatever it is that you are doing, if it works for you, it doesn't matter if anybody else around you gets it or approves of it. You do what's best for you, especially when it is giving you your desired results and helping you become the healthiest, best feeling version of yourself. The second thing I recommend is if you start to notice that these comments are coming up, that you're losing the support of certain people, and certain people are starting to say things to you like, you need to stop, you're taking it too far, that's not a good long-term, blah, 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 whatever. Stop giving them updates. Stop telling them how much you've lost. Stop telling them that you're down another pant size. Stop telling them that you've lost X amount of inches. Like, just stop having those conversations with those people and only update those who are still supportive of you. Only have those conversations with those who are still supportive. And if you don't have anybody left in your actual physical circle, go online. Go to the internet, find a Facebook group or something where people are all on the same journey as you and will be supportive. DM me. I have been the biggest cheerleader to so many random people that I have become friends with through the comments in my videos or through DMs on Instagram, because I get it, and I would never say anything to anyone to derail them from their goals. I want everybody to be happy and healthy. And if you found something that works for you, I will be your biggest cheerleader all the way, even if it is different than what I do. My next piece of advice would be, if you stop having those health conversations with the people who are now being unsupportive, and you're only having the conversations with the people who are supportive, but for some reason the unsupportive people keep coming to you about it, like you're not even bringing it up anymore. You're not bringing up your progress. You're not bringing up your health. You just keep looking better and better every time they see you, and they decide to bring it up. They decide to be the one that says something to you, even though you didn't bring up the topic at all. One of two things. One, you can let them nicely the first time know that you are not interested in their opinion on the matter anymore. You are doing what is best for you, and you're going to keep doing it. And if they don't have anything nice to say about it, you really don't wish to hear their opinion on it anymore. Second option is try and just cut ties with that person altogether if you can. I know this is harder to do in certain situations, like if this is a family member or a very, very close friend. However, if it's somebody that is a coworker, maybe you just sit next to each other, it may be time to really reel back the relationship that you have with that person and just keep it to a friendly, hey, how are you? Great, how are you? Okay, bye, have a good night. Instead of letting them into more of your personal life, it's better just to keep things very, very brief. And if that's the case and it does get to that point and you need to start making your social circle smaller and smaller, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Quality over quantity, always, especially when it comes to your health and your well being. But like I said, you will be able to replace, I know that sounds harsh, but still replace some of those people by people you meet online, by people that you meet in the gym or at your yoga class, or maybe even a cooking class if you're changing your diet altogether. You will find people who live a similar healthy lifestyle who will absolutely, one, support you, but two, never say anything to derail you from your goals. So that is my opinion on why I feel like friends and family and coworkers and anyone else in your social circle almost try to keep you fat. It's because they have their own insecurities, and maybe you're starting to surpass them as far as your health and physique go, and they are used to being the superior one. They are used to you being behind them, and now instead of you pushing them to do better, they don't want to do better, so now they view you as kind of a threat, and then that's where all those emotions come up. And the best advice is to just not listen to them and stop having certain conversations with them so that way they don't get into your head and derail you from your goals. So let me know in the comments down below, have you experienced this before? Are you experiencing it right now? Are you about to start a weight loss journey and now you feel like you have something new to kind of look out for and you feel armed and ready with this knowledge? Let me know. I would love to get to know you all more. Maybe you're somebody who just has an awesome circle of friends and never experienced that at all during your weight loss journey. Either way, let me know in the comments down below. Also, feel free to DM me on Instagram at Zoe Carter Lux. I know this is kind of a loaded and emotionally charged topic, but I wanted to make a dedicated video talking about it because I almost didn't even mention that part in my weight loss video. And I'm so glad that I did because, like I said, that was by far the most engaging topic of the entire video. I couldn't believe how many other people experienced this and how many other people had their progress sabotaged by unsupportive people who they thought were their friends, people who they thought were going to support them till the end. And if you need a cheerleader for your health and fitness journey, don't be shy. I respond to every single comment. I respond to every single DM. I would love to be your cheerleader. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that if you are experiencing something like this and it's frustrating, just know that you are not alone. Lots of us have experienced something like this, and I hope the advice was helpful. Trust me, keep going. There is no better feeling than reaching your health and fitness goal other than surpassing your health and fitness goal. Oh my goodness. I remember when 80 pounds was the total goal. Like, that's what I felt was realistic. And then when I made it to 80 pounds and I felt like I could keep going and adding muscle and getting leaner, and oh my goodness, I am so glad that I did not listen to those people who told me to stop. Trust me, your health is worth it. There is just no better feeling than knowing that you did it. You accomplished it, and you are now living your best, healthiest, happiest life. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video if you haven't already. It would mean the world to me. Have a fabulous rest of the day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.